Hi friends, this is Cindy B with Mrs. B's Craftroom.blogspot.com, here today with a layout using the Club Ruby Designers August Club Kit. Megan has given the design team special permission this month to showcase one of our projects using the August Club Kit on our personal blog. So I'm working on a layout using some of the neutrals in the Club Kit this month. And I'm also using one of the papers included, which is the Paper Layers by Megan Elizabeth. And if you're not familiar with this paper, it's really, really awesome. As you can see, it's 9 different blocks on a 12 by 12 piece of paper, and each block is 4 by 4, and it's a different coordinating color. So what's really cool about it is if you're going to cut out a layer, for instance, I'm going to cut a frog, or I have cut a frog out, I can just use one sheet of paper to cut all of the layers out of my frog. The other thing is this paper is printed on the Cutmates paper from Whirlwind, which is specifically designed for die cutting machines. So you're going to see a huge difference in when you cut out your layers and your images on this paper. So I'm just going to pull the paper up, and you're going to see how easily it just comes right off the mat, and it leaves the cut image behind. You can see that. And I'm just going to go ahead and pull all of these off. But you can reuse your paper. So what's great about it is I'll save this paper and use the other colors at a later time. And the back side of the paper is one color, that's a 12 by 12 color, that coordinates with one of the squares in the front. So it's really a great paper. Megan came up with a really great idea with the paper layers. It really makes layering a lot easier. So we're going to make this cute little frog, and I've cut out all the pieces here. So I'm going to take them all off my mat, and I'll go ahead and put him together, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here is the little frog that I cut out using the Paper Layers paper by Megan Elizabeth, and he turned out cute. And I just used one piece of cardstock with some paper left over. So that's a great, if you haven't checked out Megan's new paper line, you really should do that, and you can do that at Above Ruby Studios.com, and she has a store there on her webpage. You can check that out. She also has a few videos showing how to use the product also. Okay, so as most of you know, I'm just back from CHA, and I wanted to show you all this really cool product that I found. I had to have it, and for those of you who are scrapbookers, you'll probably feel the same way. But this is called the Scrap and Easel. You can see that. This is really cool. It stands up. If you see the back side here, it has little things it stands up, so you can put your 12 by 12 paper on here and work with your layout. I'm going to show you how I'm doing that today with the layout that I'm working on. So I've got the scrapping easel set up here. I'm going to take my 12 by 12 piece of cardstock that I've gotten from my Club Ruby August Designer Kit, and you can just put the paper right here in the corners of the scrap and easel, so the background paper will stand straight up. Okay, now the really cool thing about this is that you're going to get some magnets with the scrap and easel, if you can see those magnets there. And the way these magnets work is you will, for instance, I'm going to design my page here, so I may not know exactly what I want it to look like, but I know I want to have this brown piece of cardstock in the center. So instead of adhering it down with glue, I can use these magnets, right like that, and now I can design around that cardstock. That's what I love about this scrap and easel, is I can move things around the way I want them to be on my page. So I'm going to just put a few elements here on my scrapbooking page. And the papers, again, are all from the August Club Kit from Club Ruby Designers. And the paper this month is just awesome. This paper is more, I don't know, outdoorsy theme, I thought, and maybe more towards a boy. But it's a good mix this time with our paper. And you can do girl page layouts, cards, whatever with it. But I'm just putting my pieces on my page the way that I think I want them to be. You know what? And the great thing is if you don't like it, you can move them with the little magnets. And a couple things I wanted to point out. So this is the ribbon from the Club Ruby kit. And I just added ribbon on the top and the bottom of this little square from the Club Ruby kit. And I'm going to use it as my journaling block. And I just quickly, just on the computer, printed out a little bit of journaling. I'll probably go back and print that on some better cardstock. But I just basically wanted to get an idea of my page layout and how I want it to look using the scrap and easel. And then I'm going to put my last element on, which is my frog. Let's see, and I guess I'm going to move him up a little so I have room for my frog. And see, that's what's so neat about this, is you can just move the elements however you like, and you're not stuck with the adhesive. If you're anything like me, I'm ripping the adhesive off the back of everything. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and just remove the magnet on that particular piece. I'm going to apply my adhesive on my piece of paper, and then I'm going to put it back on the layout just where I had it with the magnet. See how simple that is? And then the same thing with the picture. And in the meantime, I've still got all my other pieces up there, so I'm not confused or forget where everything's going. And then I'll go ahead and put my, isn't that a cute little frog? My frog photo on there. And let's see, next we'll go ahead and put the circle on there. I'm going to leave those embellishments up there so I can get an idea, make sure that I'm not getting my circle in the wrong place. So actually I probably don't need the frog as much as I need the picture. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. There. And then go ahead and put my picture of Nolan with his little frog he caught. Right like that. Let's see, let's go ahead and put the Great Outdoors. This is cut from the Campin' Critters cartridge. That's really a fun cartridge, especially if you have little boys. Go ahead and put that on. Let's see, we need to put, I think I'm going to put the little frog up with some 3D dimensional foam tape. So I'll go ahead and cut some tape. And you know, I love my 3-dimensional foam tape because I can cut it to the size that I want. I'll go ahead and take this off. And then go ahead and put my little froggy on there. And then the last piece will be my journaling table. And I wanted to make sure I wrote down, I don't always journal, but I really want to get back in the habit of that, so that I remember what this page was about. So, you know, I will forget. Okay, so then that is basically the scrap page layout. I think I'm going to add a few buttons. Let's see. Let's add, and these are buttons that are in the Club Ruby Designer kit for August. Let's see, I think I'm going to add a button there, and maybe a button there, and I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 buttons there. I'm going to decide, and I'm going to put some twine in those buttons, and we'll get those adhered. Okay, so there I've added, let's see, a button there, a green button, and then I've added a rust button over the journaling block, and then a few of the smaller buttons over on the left side. So this is my page layout using the Club Ruby Designers August Club Kit, and also I wanted to feature the scrap easel from Catania Crafts. I met Marlo at CHA. She's a wonderful lady. If any of you are interested in picking up the scrap easel, there is a link on my blog. I think it's on the right sidebar, and just click the link and it'll take you right over to the the Catania Crafts website. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hopefully I'll be doing some more for you. Have a great day, guys. Bye.